Well, this is Pastor Stephen, and good morning, Hope. Thank you for taking the time to watch this short video. We have just finished our gathering together on Zoom, and it's a great way for us to see each other and connect together as a community. And we'll be doing this on each Sunday. And I really would encourage you, if you've not been able to be online yet, to join us online or to call in. We'll send out emails each week. And it's just a great opportunity to see each other, to encourage each other. We looked at the passage today out of Matthew chapter 6. And it exists in this section that we call the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew 5, 6, and 7. Right in the middle, Jesus makes this statement: do not worry. Do not worry about your life. Do not worry what you'll eat or drink or your body. And right now, in the midst of all the stuff going on, you're probably tempted to say what I'm tempted to say. That's easy enough for you to say. You're not facing a pandemic. But the challenge for us to not worry is that it's rooted in this context of what kingdom are we a part of. You know, if you remember back in the old days when we used to have kings and serfdoms, kings would they would rule over a section of land, and they would provide protection, and they would have these people, these serfs that would live and work with them. And those serfs in that kingdom, all they had to do was give the king their life. That was the only obligation. In exchange for their life, the king gave them protection. He gave them an occupation. He provided for their well-being. And in exchange, all they had to do was their life. And I read somebody recently kind of challenge us to think about this Sermon on the Mount in the context of a kingdom. And to see that Jesus is talking about the kingdom of God and saying to us, who's your king? Who's your ruler? Which kingdom are you a part of? If you're a part of the kingdom of God, then you're going to live differently. You're going to have different values because of who your king is. And you're not going to worry about those things that are not yours to worry about, because your king has said he will provide and he will take care of it. He will uphold his part of the contract. You know, but the king that we serve is not a king who is seeking to rule and to conquer. We have seen a king who is loving, a king who is redeeming and making all things new, who is restoring creation, who is reconciling broken relationships. This is the king that we serve. And he says to us, do not worry. I will do what I said I would do. And he's shown us throughout all of creation and up to today that he is making things new. He is good. He is righteous. He is holy. And he says, would you be a part of my kingdom? Would you come and live differently as my people? My challenge to us as the church, in the midst of all this stuff that's going on, a challenge to us is to live differently in this world, to show this world a different vision, a different way to live with God, to recognizing that God is ruling and reigning. And what maybe is right in front of us says to us the world is falling apart, but we know that God is loving, God is merciful and gracious, and he is making all things new. He is restoring, he is redeeming, he is reconciling, and we can live in such a way that declares to the world that vision that God is still God. God is still doing what God does. Have a great week. Thanks for watching this video, and I really hope to see you online on Zoom next week. Thanks for watching.